Gotta make it look pretty. Gotta be in the middle. Cows aren't too bothered, they're way down the other field there. A couple of bales keep them going. Touching it, this is the way to do it.
Right.
Like a passenger seat. Tell you what, without cab suspension, this would be horrendous. So, morning guys, welcome back to a new video. Don't really know what's going to go on today, what's going to be in this video, but Squeak's currently feeding up some animals. Just moving some stuff around. He's got some straw there he needs to move so he can get us some hay. He's also on about doing a bit of baling later on. He's got some straw he wants to bale, so we might get a bit of that. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. A roasting hot day here. It's 33 again today here. It's too hot really, isn't it? But shouldn't complain. It's going to rain next week. Squeak's got a Merlot, same as the one we had on demo at home. 35.7. Very nice machine. He's got to move those straw bales. He's got some round bale hay in behind he wants to get at. He's off with him. So Squeak's been busy up buying stuff since the last time we saw him. Got this new Watson roller here, it's a hydraulic one that folds round for transport. That's very nice. He's also been down our way, down to Devon, and bought a front mower. So he recently swapped both his tractors for a couple of fresh ones, and he got himself one with front linkage, power shaft and guidance for the first time. So he got himself a front mower. Some more of his cattle getting in feeding because everywhere's so dry. Batwing topper, same as ours, just a different brand. So that's a, what is that? Is that a Spearhead? Someone will tell me, I'm sure. Anyway, yeah, batwing topper. Coon bale wrapper, wrap out in the field or at the stack. Works very well. 732, was it a 632? 632 rear mower, similar to ours but with a conditioner. And then the latest purchase, the 732 front mower. So that come from James Price, which is down near us, Tiverton and South Moulton. Front mower conditioner, again very similar to ours but with a conditioner. They've changed the way that all sits on the front slightly. Whether the straight mowers are the same as ours at the moment still. And there's this beast of a thing here, Connell hedge trimmer. The number will be on the side here somewhere. 60-65 power arm, but it's a variable forward reach one, so we can have that right around the front whilst he's trimming. Make it nice and easy. Got himself a nice big Adco weight block to come with his tractor. And then a spreader bale for bedding up in the winter. Goes on the front of his Merlot, so makes light work of bedding up. Guys are all in eating a bit of haylage or something. Aren't you guys, hey? He's always got very friendly cattle. Always very friendly. So I mentioned he's got two fresh tractors. We saw one of them at the end of the last video. There's one just around the corner here. He's gone from having a 6-cylinder and a 4-cylinder to two 4-cylinder tractors. So this is a 6718. This is Squeak's one that he drives himself. It's got the front linkage and shaft. It's got the guidance on it as well. It's currently sat on his baler. It's got a 4160V, so it's variable belt baler. Massey Ferguson. I think they're based on a Lely when Massey took them over. Makes a very, very nice bale. It's currently thinking, where am I? He'll grab himself a bale of hay, take down the field. Dusty. He's making a meal of it.
It's going to be some editing there.
It's going to be some editing. Soap block in the sink. Nice big stack of various silages and haylages. And this stuff come from the golf course where Harry works. This is the 6715, this is Mandy's tractor. I think they're identical, apart from this one's not got the front lickings and shaft. A little bit less power on the grain trailer because they've been combining. And he's got his rake parked up, not done any work since first cut. Big pile of haylage there. He's got a set of drags, a set of tine harrows, post banger. That's done a lot of work in its time. Shiny. Same dealers as Four Winds Farm. Got himself a power harrow. Nice Amazon one there, good brand. There's the Vicon Turner. So much dust. Oh. So Squeak and Mandy sell a lot of hay and straw and haylage to horse yards, as well as keeping their own cattle, doing various bits of contracting and stuff. They keep themselves busy. He has even bought himself a plough recently. There's the plough. Nice Dowswell, 5 furrow. Can't really go wrong with that. Well, around here there is so much stone in the ground, you sort of just turn the stones over. Whether it's worth doing or not, don't know. I know, babies. Hungry cows. There'll be no happier cows in the world if the rain that is forecast next week actually comes. And those right there. Obviously not ideal when they got to run round every morning and feed 5, 6, 7 bales out that they could be selling to the cattle, because obviously normally the grass will be growing and cattle will be quite happy. They haven't had a second cut this year. Normally there'd be a second cut. Yeah, it's been a stressful year for farming. Everything's dry, risk of catching fire, nothing's growing. One of those years, I suspect. Mandy and Abby are out delivering to horse yards, so only one thing for us to do, and that's to sit on the swinging chair and have an ice cream.
Junior, come and have a lay down.
Hard work, this farming. And just like that, guys, we're back home, back at North Wick. So I'm just over here checking some of our heifers. It's these guys here. There's 32 in there. Hopefully they're all in calf. We're going to scan them next week. But hopefully you can see the contrast in our ground here in the southwest. You know, it's green. It doesn't look particularly green, but it is green. Compared to what it was like at Squeak and Mandy's last week when we were up there. I'll put a drone shot up now that I took last week, and you can see all around their buildings. It looks like stubble fields, or someone's been out and sprayed it all off with Roundup, but that is all their grazing ground, and a bit more around their buildings. And normally this time of year cows will just be out grazing. It'll be a bit quieter for them. They can get on with harvest without having to worry about feeding cattle, but they've been out there feeding cattle since June. And I know it's the same for a lot of people right across the country. We're lucky that in the southwest we get a bit more rainfall and we don't suffer quite as bad with the drought, but these guys here are one of the only groups now that aren't being fed even for us. So they've got this about 15 acres in there that's a bit more sheltered because it's got some trees, so they can withstand drought a bit better. They've got another sort of 10-acre field beside them they can move on to, which is about the same as this really, a little bit green, but it will sustain them for a little bit. And then we just have to cross our fingers that this rain, it's just started spotting with rain now, turns up this week and we have a decent week of rain, because without it we are really going to struggle. That's supposed to be one of our second cut fields. It looks like standing hay. We sort of don't really know what to do with it. Do we cut it and hope that something else grows back, or do we wait and see if it greens up with the rain? Don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. But these guys, they're doing all right. As I say, hopefully they'll scan and calf well next week. And yeah, we'll go around and see a few more of the cows. Got one group of cows that we might have to start feeding. I think they've got one more move that will sustain them another day or a couple days. And then after that, how will the feed? So we got rain forecast today and all this week, and as you can see, I'm trying my best to make it rain by coming out on the quad bike in my shorts without any waterproofs. Normally if you do that when there's rain forecast, it's a certainty to absolutely lash it down. So fingers crossed it does. I won't be mad if I get wet. I'll be quite happy. Right, excuse the quad bike helmet. I'm just over checking some cows. We've got some cows over sort of the brow of that hill there. They're all right for today. You'll probably have to move them tomorrow morning. They're running out of grass where they are. I'm over on the plots that I sprayed off in the last video, 2 videos ago even. If you watched that one with a sprayer. So this has all died quite nicely now, you'll see. You can see exactly where I missed with the sprayer. There's a big green patch there. But Phil has been out a few days after me and gone around the edges of the fields with the quad bike sprayer. So you can see it's not quite as dead on the edges, but it's sick and it is dying off. So done a good job there. It's nice to see the Roundup's worked. You can't really go wrong with Roundup. They get the smallest little bit on grass and it just kills it. So that's this is all going to have to be ploughed when we get some rain, because you won't even get the plough in the ground at the minute. It's so hard. But yeah, we got a couple more groups of cows to check. I think one of them will probably need feeding, but I want to go and check their feeder before I head out there with some grub for them. Cows have actually got some silage left in their feeder here, so that'll do them for today. See, they're not overly fussed, they're just over there chilling out. But yeah, these guys are having to be fed. This is the Blue Farm platform. Anyone that follows the videos, or has been for quite a while, will know what I mean by that. So this is always sort of the group of cows that we struggle to make enough silage for, just because the grass, it's got a lot of clover in it, and if it goes really hot, it just dies off. They can't keep up. We really do need a rain to get these guys some second cut. That field on the bank there is supposed to be our second cut ground. And you can see it looks like it's been sprayed off. And we've had to put sheep on it because we haven't got anywhere for the sheep to graze. So yeah, it's a struggle. I really don't know what some farmers are going to do this year, because there'll be a lot of them have eaten into their winter forage supplies, you know, throughout most of the summer. Unless we get a really nice couple of weeks of rain and we get a good window to make some silage in the back end of the year, then it's going to be tricky, I think. But that's farming for you. Thank you very much, guys, for watching today's video. I know it's been a bit of a different one. Started off one side of the country and now we're back down here, but I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me and the guys here behind me, then please do hit the subscribe button. We're still in the sub race with Crawford. We're approaching 9,000, so I think we're about 400 ahead of him at the moment, but he's gaining fast. So yeah, please do subscribe. It is completely free, it doesn't cost you a penny. If you want to follow any more of my social media channels, we've got Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of that. There's links down in the description. Just go along and click those to follow them. And yeah, from me and the cows, until next time, have a good one. Cheerio.